Hello, Sergeant Devilldog here, and welcome to episode 25 in my series on Construction Simulator. In this episode, we are looking for a new contract yet again. We had a bit more money, so we'll go in the jobs, in the contracts, and we'll see what's available. We've got a swimming pool, we've already done that, a house extension, a single family home, a holiday house, another single house. We've got pipe work, we've got our transport, and we've got water systems. We've already done a couple of houses, so we might take up one of these campaign contracts. We'll start with the first one, which is Boardwalk. So what we might do is look into this job. Got to have a meeting, do some land development, so we'll accept this contract. Now we need to actually go and have a meeting downtown. So what we'll do is bring up our map and find out where we need to head down to. Right, it's the ocean front. So what we'll do is we'll actually run over and jump in our car and we'll drive down to the ocean front and we'll have our meeting and see what we need to do. So we'll change our camera view in our car. We'll head off out the front gate, turn to the left, and then we'll head on down the hill back to the city. What I'll do is I'll cut the video here, and when we get a bit closer to the beach, I'll actually come back and see us. Rightio. Right, we're coming up to the job site now, and there's a person we have to talk to, so we'll just pull over the side of the street here and pull up in this loading zone, and then we'll jump out and we'll run back, and we'll have a talk to this lady on the corner of the beach here. See what she's got to say.
Hi, I'm happy to see a new face in the industry. I was hired to establish beach tourism for the city as a secure source of revenue and to draw upscale beach visitors and vacationers here. It's a long-term investment and an opportunity to make this city more attractive to its many residents again. Together, we'll make a few changes to transform this bleak place into a beach paradise with recreational offers and vacation facilities. This beach used to be noted in every tourist guide for this country and has always been a popular meeting place for a stroll along the water. Now, the glamour of the old days has faded and, sadly, it barely looks the same. Everywhere there are sandy paths, dirt, and decay. I'm happy that your company is accepting the job to bring this place back to life.
Rightio, we've just finished talking to the tourism officer, and now we need to start work on developing this site. As you can see, we've got a big yellow box marked on the ground, and it's actually asking us to level off the ground or flatten off the area. It recommends you use a dozer, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use a front end loader and my dump truck, so I can try to earn a bit of extra money by selling all the soil off. So we'll fast travel to our dump truck and we'll use the downtown depot to start with. So I'll drive this dump truck back down to our job site. So when we actually leveling off the block, we can throw the dirt, all the excess sand in the back of the truck, and we can sell it off. So what I'll do is I'll cut the video here and I'll catch up with you when we get closer to the job site. Alright, we'll pull it up to the job site. What I'll do is I'll park this truck just over here to the left hand side, just outside the yellow box. Alright, just on side the job. And now what we'll do is we'll jump back into our vehicle fleet and we'll fast travel back to our loader. So we'll bring up vehicles fleet, we'll highlight the loader, hold the X button down and we'll enter the loader. This is also in our downtown yard. So I'll change the camera view and I'll drive this one loader back down to the job site. So I'll also cut the video here so you don't have to watch me drive it down the beachfront, and I'll get back to you when we get on the job site and we'll start digging out the job site. Alright, here we are, we're up to the job site. So what we'll do is I'll change the camera view of the loader and then we'll start levelling off this job site. What we'll do is go up over the footpath. I'll start on this left hand side and work around the outside of the block to level it off first, and then we'll work towards the centre where the big mounds of dirt are. And as we get a full bucket, as you can see, as we're dropping the bucket along the ground, the yellow line around our speedo is rising up. That is showing us how much material we've got in our bucket. So we'll just drop this down again, and as you can see, since we're in the sand, every run we do, you can actually see where you've actually worked the ground and the ground you haven't worked. So we'll just do a couple of runs in, picking up the mounds of dirt everywhere. And once our bucket's full, we'll empty it into the back of the dump truck. Once your bucket's full, if you keep pushing the dirt, all you do is put a mound on each side of your bucket. You'll have to come back through later and pick up. So as you can see, the bucket's nearly full, so we'll stop there, we'll swing it back around and tip this in the truck. It normally takes around 4 to 5 loader buckets full to fill your truck, and then we can sell it off. So put this one in. You can get anywhere between $4,000 to $5,000, sometimes up to $7,000 per truckload of sand or soil you're actually selling to the quarry. So you can make some good money. Like we've only done 2% and we've done nearly 2 runs down this side, so we should get a fair bit of money by actually clearing out this whole job site. There's a big mound in the centre of it and a big mound over to the right hand side. So there's a fair bit of dirt we need to move. We're still only 2% and we're on our 3rd run down the block. Rightio. Let's just stop here. Tip this one in the truck. It's over half a bucket. Spin around. So we might cut along through the street now. So I'm working around the edges and working towards that big mound in the centre of the block. So we just cut along the street front here. Work back into the ground we've already worked. Drop our bucket down. Dig across. As you can see, the ground's a bit rougher going this way, so we should fill up our bucket a lot quicker. Right, we'll work this first cut right to the end of the yellow box. Alright, there we go. We'll scoop up. And we'll reverse all the way back and we'll tip this bucket out in the back of the truck. Because I say the next bucket we should get more sand in it than this run because it's a lot rougher on the second run. There's that truck. Tip it out here. Once we actually get a few runs cleared along here, we'll sell the dirt and we'll reposition the truck closer to where we are working, or where the volume of sand is, there in the middle, so we don't have to tram so far. Try to speed the job up a little bit. The bucket back on the ground, start moving forward. Try not to do a full bucket get cut, so you don't overfill the bucket too quick. Bit of power into the job. It bounced a bit there. I'll go back and replace the bucket on the ground. Try to pick up that little bit we bounced over. We keep going. Keep going forward, power forward. Oh, we've nearly got a full bucket. As you can see, there's a lot more sand on this run than the first run. Here our bucket's full, so we better stop here and go tip this bucket out. As you see, that last little bit of the push, some sand started coming out the side of the bucket. So if you keep pushing, you'll make a mound on each side of the bucket. You'll have to come back and sweep up. So you're better off just stopping, emptying your bucket and then going back, so you don't have to keep going over the same ground over and over again. What we'll do is turn around and we'll complete that run we just started. Come back around. Go right to the end. Place our bucket on the ground. We'll try to pick up that little bit of a windrow we started making. last bucket and then keep driving through till we get to the end of the block. Picking it up. Keep going. So right to the end. So it's nearly a full bucket, so we'll reverse back and dump this bucket as well. As you can see, we've done 2 runs along the street, 3 runs along the edge of the work site, and we're still only at 8%. So there's going to be a lot of soil we've got to move. So we should be able to make a lot of spare coin. There we go. Reposition ourselves and jump out. Right out, we'll sell the soil that's in this truck and then we'll reposition the truck up the other end where we're working and the material's a bit thicker. So we'll go into the man, go to sell. Rightio. Just made $4,700 just for those couple of scoops of sand. So what we'll do is drive down this other end, so when we're actually doing our cut we'll be working towards the truck. We'll just drive across here and then we'll reverse onto the area of ground we've already cleared. So if we spill any sand over the back of the truck we can scoop it up. We'll just line ourselves up swing out on the street. Now I'll just reverse back. There we go. Reverse back onto the block. Square ourselves up. Stop. And then we'll run back and jump in the loader. And we'll do our third cut. What I might actually do is actually stop the video here so you don't have to watch me clear this whole block, and I'll get back to you when we're just about finished, up around the 95% mark. Rightio, we've done a few loads of soil. We're at 94%. As you can see, we've worked into this couple of big piles in the centre of the block, so it doesn't take very much of the pile to actually fill your bucket. So I'm trying to work from the edges and push into the centre to a big mound. So as you can see, the truck's getting full fairly quickly. It only takes a couple of buckets every time and the truck's looking full. There we go, so we'll tip that one out. 94%. Come forward, the big mound of dirt there. Shouldn't take much to scoop, fill your bucket when you're driving to that mound. Just cut a little bit of this and keep working towards that centre pile. Moving out the floor, up to 97. Now 98. Once we hit this big pile here, it shouldn't take too long to get to the 100. There we go, we'll stop there because our bucket's full. Look, reverse it over the big mound. Tip a little bit out. Throw this one in the truck and then we'll actually sell the soil in the truck. The truck's fairly full, and we'll do 1 or 2 more cuts to finish, get us to the 100%. As you can see, you haven't cleared the whole block, but once you hit 100% it will auto clear for you. If you want to make a bit of extra coin, you can keep clearing the block until it's all clear, even when the computer says you've hit 100%, and that way you'll make some more money. Right, we'll jump out here and sell this soil in the truck. Alright, sell that. Right, we just made $7,000 on that truckload, so the truck was pretty full. Right, cut back this way. There's a bit of this mound here. We bounced a bit, so I'll start back up, put the bucket on the ground, drive forward slowly. Just try to dig into this big mound just here. Right, and there we go, we've hit 100%. It's actually asking you now to clear the 2 machines off the site. So it wants us to move the loader and the truck outside the working area, which was the yellow box we're working. So what I might do is actually grab an extra couple of scoops of sand just to fill the truck up, so we get paid that little bit of extra money. So I'll pick these big mounds up, clear them out before we actually leave the job site. cut that one, that bucket's full. Only take a couple of minutes extra to fill the truck up, since we've got a couple of big mounds of dirt to dig from. And then I'll move the loader off the job site and then come back and get the dump truck. Yeah, this bucket I might actually swing around here and get the dirt to the left hand side. There we go, the dump truck's actually full now. So we'll move the loader off the job site. So we'll drive out the front, actually park it on the street behind our ute, or our green truck. We've got parked on the front street in the loading zone. Then we'll come back and actually grab the dump truck. We'll move it up here to the loading zone as well. So we'll move it a bit forward so we've got enough room for all these machines. Right, and we'll run back and grab our dump truck. As you can see, if you wanted to, you could keep digging and pick up a lot more soil, make a lot more money. Righto, we'll drop the drum down. We'll sell this dirt, and as you can see, I made $55,656 by selling the excess material. So that's on top of what we will actually get paid for doing this job. Now it's actually asking us to go to our building supply store and actually picks up some crates of material. And it's also asking us to deliver some loads of gravel to the site. So what we'll do, since we're in our dump truck, we'll actually start here and start by delivering the gravel. We've actually got a footpath marked out here that we've got to sprinkle some gravel on. So we'll auto fill our truck with gravel. And what we need to do is lift our dump truck tray up, and as the gravel starts coming out the back, just simply drive off and we'll spread the gravel out along the footpath. So I'll just lift up the truck tray a little bit. Just do it little bits until the gravel starts falling out. There we go, it's falling out, so we'll drive off. I'll stick to this left hand side of the path and we'll just sprinkle a little bit of gravel on the way out as we head down the path. And once we get to the other end, we'll turn around and do a second run on the way back. So hopefully don't lift your tray up too much, because you don't want to dump all the gravel into one spot. Just need to nudge it up a little bit running out, so I'll lift the tray up a bit more, so more gravel will run out, make it a bit thicker. We'll go right to the end, up onto the footpath. There we go, we're out of gravel. So all I have to do is we'll have to turn around and then we'll auto fill our truck with a second load of gravel. We're at 57% on the first run. So buying a second load, we should have enough to actually finish the job with 2 runs. Drive back a bit more, we'll swing around onto the job site, and then we'll auto fill the truck once we're in position. Alright, square up a bit more, that should do. Get some gravel. Right, we'll start lifting the tub up until the gravel starts coming out the back. Alright, there we go, now we can start moving forward. We'll stick to the left side again, heading back out to the main street. And as we go, you can see percentage guide is going up into the 80s, 85, 87, 90. Keep going around. We should do this with ease with a second load of gravel. So let's keep going a bit more. Might have to start making it a bit thicker. There we go. We've hit 100%, but I'll keep pouring the gravel out as we go, just to get rid of it out of the truck. And once we've cleared the job site, it's now actually asking us to compact the gravel that we've just tipped off, and it's still asking us to go get some pallets of material. So what we might do is actually park our truck around the corner here, and then we'll go actually look at getting our roller to actually compact all this gravel. So we'll just park the truck here. We'll jump out. We'll do vehicle fleet, go across. We'll go down to our gravel roller, our soil compactor. Right, this is in our village up to town, so what we'll have to do is fast travel the roller to the job site. So hold the triangle down at fast travel. I'll change the camera view to our roller. Rightio. Now what we'll do is we'll head down here and we have to actually compact all the gravel we've put out. Once it's actually finished, it's actually filled in a second path of gravel. So what we'll do is once we get onto the gravel, we're going to turn the compactor on, or the vibrator, and we'll just work our way down this run, and then we'll have to work across the middle and then down the second run. So what we'll do is keep going down. When we get to the end of the run, we'll cut to our left and square off the ends, and then we'll head back down for a second run. It doesn't look that wide, the path, so we might be able to get it in 2 or 3 runs. So try not to drive up on the concrete, because if you drive up on the concrete your roller will turn off, but if you stay on the sand area your vibrator should keep running. That's one of the reasons I'm trying to do a bit at each end, across the end of each run, so you can actually turn your machine around without actually driving up onto the concrete. And as you can see, where you've actually compacted, the gravel changes to a darker grey and a coarser material, as if you have actually compacted it, the gravel down, the loose gravel. So it looks like we should be able to do it in 3 runs. So I'll just reverse back and do this little bit on this left hand side that we didn't get the first run. Just go forward. We'll square off the end of the run. Right now, right at the end of the concrete. We'll swing around. What I might do is actually cut the video, and I'll come back to you when we're closer to finishing the job, so you don't have to sit here and watch me do all the runs back and forth. Rightio, we're at 87%. We've done our far run, we've done across the centre, and now we're just doing the end run, which is a load where we actually tipped it off with our truck. We're at 97% now. Well, we'll just square up the ends again, right across, spin back around, and we'll line ourselves back up and then head back up towards the main street. Right, reverse back around, square up, we'll head back up. So we'll keep going. So at 97, 98, 99. So as you can see, it's like a letter H, a footpath that we've got to do. So we'll square back around here, cut back on the corner. And there we go, we've hit 100% while I was reversing back. So what we'll do is we'll turn the vibrator off, so we don't need to compact anymore, and we'll just drive this roller to the front and just park it over there to the right next to that blue fence, so it's off the job. And then we might have to get our truck and go get some material, those pallets of material it's actually asking us to get. So we'll just park up here. Now what we'll do is we'll go back into our vehicle fleet, and we'll grab our semi-trailer and our trailer. Rightio. So what we need to do is grab our semi, and here's it's back at our yard, so what we need to do is hook up our truck to our trailer. I'm using the truck with a crane on it, so if we have to load ourselves or unload ourselves, we don't have to bring a second crane in, we can just use the crane on the back of the truck. There you go, looking for the building supply store, it's up the far end. What I'll do is I'll change the camera view, we'll head out here to the gate again, and I'll cut the video and I'll bring it back up when we're actually coming into the building supply store. This is the one where we fixed the road up out the front of the previous episode. So I'll cut the video here and I'll see you when we get to the shop. Rightio, we're just pulling into our building supply store. So we'll just drive up here and park inside this yellow box. so we can auto load our truck. I'll just change the camera view to make sure I'm actually in the box. Alright, yeah, so I'd just have to move forward just a tiny bit. Rightio, now we'll jump out of the truck and run over to the store. And holding the triangle button down, we'll go into the shop. Rightio, as you can see, there is products marked in the shop with a red circle. This tells you the products that you actually need for the job and the quantity of products you need. Since we've actually got our semi, they'll all fit on the truck at once, so we'll grab everything at once rather than have to come back to the shop 2 or 3 times. Alright, we need to get that Rio. I ordered one of these pallets too many, so I'll return one of these pallets and then I'll grab the Rio. Now we go into checkout. Once you've made sure you've got all the products marked off, yep. So I'll go to checkout. We'll make sure you highlight the auto load, then hold the X button down to pay for the material and have it loaded on your truck. But as you can see, all the products fitted nicely on the back of the truck. So now we can actually hop back in our truck and head back to the beach front. So we'll climb in, I'll change my camera view again, and I'll head off down the street. And when we actually run out onto the main street, I'll actually cut the video and I'll catch up with you when we get back down to the beach front. Alright, we'll turn on the main street. Catch you soon. Righto, we're just pulling up to the job site here. So what we'll do is we'll pull up onto the job site and nose up here towards the roller. I might actually move the roller so we can nudge right up to the fence, so I'll jump out and move this roller back a tiny bit. And then I'll nose the truck right up to the fence. That way I don't have to lift so far with the crane. No, we'll just stop it here. Jump out and jump back in our truck and move forward. And I just nudge right up to the fence. Right, hold the square button in. We'll go to crane mode. The legs of our crane truck will go out. And now we can unload the pallets we need. We're not going to need all the product, so we'll just put the products we need on the ground. So we need 2 bulk bags to start with. So what we'll do is we'll let our crane out. We'll move our hook across to where the bulk bags are. We'll pick up our bulk bags first. So as you can see, you've got your white circle moving along under your hook. That will show you where your hook will land on the product. So we need to line our white circle up with the blue circle on top of the product. Lower it down, hit the X button to pick up the bag. If you like this video, please feel free to hit the like button on the bottom left hand side of your screen. Right, we'll line up the bulk bags and lower the product down. As soon as the blue square turns green, hit the X button and you'll drop the product on the ground. So we'll swing back and pick up the second bulk bag. There we go. Just need to move back a little bit, lower down, hit the X button to hook up, and we'll swing back around. And please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I've got just under 300 subscribers. I'm trying to get 500 in the next couple of months, so please feel free to subscribe to my channel. This will help my channel grow and get the videos out to more people who would like to watch them. Alright, we'll grab the very back pile of Rio first. Alright, we'll pick this one up and swing around. So we'll bring our boom in. As you can see, we need to put 2 pallets of Rio on the ground. So we'll swing forward, drop this first one down. Bring it over a little bit further, drop it down, hit X. Now we'll go back and get our next pallet. So we're trying to work from the back of the truck forward. Now we'll reach right back over, drop the hook down, hit the X button, pick it up, swing back around, right, forward, keep retracting swing it around a little bit towards the street and then boom out a little bit. Oh, you have to boom out a tiny bit. Drop this one down. Alright, we'll swing around. Now we'll need to get a pallet of these bags of concrete. So we'll reach down and we'll grab one of them first. And then we need to get our last 2 blue boxes of product and put that down as well. As you can see, this is a very back box. So we'll drop that one down first. And then we need to get the 2 blue boxes and put on the truck side of the material. So these are right in the centre of the load, so I'll have to lift over the top of these first couple of boxes. We'll work that white circle back over the top of the blue box. There we go. Just hit the X button, pick it up, swing it around to our right, out over the street, then we'll bring the crane back in. Have to lift it up over the first box, lift it up, lower it down. Right, drop it into place, and now we'll pick up our last box, and this should be all the material we need to finish this section of the job. So boom back out nicely, lower our hook down, pick her up, and we'll swing around. Over the top, need to bring our boom back in. We've just hit 31 minutes, so what I might do is once I drop this material on the ground, we might end the video here and we'll bring it up on our next video, episode 26, and hopefully we'll have enough time to complete the job. So I'll actually pack the crane up, we'll just reverse back a little bit and I'll end the video here. So I hope to catch you on the next video. Bye for now.